Hello, how are you guys doing? We're doing some AMA, not AMA. We're doing an AMA. Every stream is an AMA with me. You just walk in here and ask me questions. We're doing Am I the Bad Guy? 40 seconds into this thing. And let's find out who is dumb on the internet. I probably won't have a face cam today. I still haven't gotten a haircut. Okay. All right. Let's put the things up that we have to put up because this first one sounds fake. I'll be real. All right. Dr. Spamma, thank you for the 7 months of support. Am I an asshole? Yes. Yes, I am. Also, I was just thinking, like, when I was booting up stream, I saw a bunch of names, like, Orthogonal Caster is here, Pogbot's here, Dr. Spamma's here, Lessa's here. Thank you guys, man. Y'all, like, I appreciate all y'all, but it was just like, wait a minute. Like, I have people who show up to, like, a lot of my streams, like a majority of them, and I need to be more thankful of that. So thank you guys. Let's turn off this music. Boop. Jinko, hello. Is that boobs or are you blushing? What is that? That's okay. I don't know what that is. What is this? This is Nightbeat. That's not gonna help. Let's get some music going. Overclocked remixes? Probably not Breath of the Wild. Still haven't checked these out. I need to check over Overclock before I start using their stuff, but I know that, like, they have some rule. No, not that. That's not going to be the music for today. Wait, what is this? Okay, cool. And this one? Got it. All right. So, yeah, let's see. Music for stream. There we go. No. Twitch. Nintendo. Should have gotten this set up beforehand, but whatever. I really am tired of this one. So we're going to skip forward a bit. There we are. All right. Let me get these audio levels done. All right. Am I the asshole for winning a paper airplane contest by crumpling up a paper into a ball and throwing it? Not enough info. I'm a teacher. We had a friendly paper airplane contest after school with the staff. Last minute, I decided to just crumple up a sheet of paper into a ball and throw it as hard as I could down the hallway, which won the competition. There were no rules prohibiting this. I feel like that's the bar that you need to, like, cross in order to be any good. Right? Like, if you can't beat someone just throwing a piece of paper real hard, then, like, your airplane sucks. Like, you're less aerodynamic than just, like, random bullshit, right? So, yeah, no, I mean, it's, we call it a gatekeeper list in Warhammer, where it's like, you know, it fucks people over if they haven't gotten their thing crafted perfectly. And that's definitely what happened here. So yeah, no, there are no rules prohibiting this. We were given some material and told to make a plane. I thought it was funny and creative, but other competitors are legitimately angry with me. Am I the asshole for ignoring the apparent overall understanding of competitors that paper airplanes should consist in some sort of plane thing that has wings? Did I take a shortcut? How's my hair? You know what? Fuck it. It's bad. It's bad. I look like shit. I still haven't gotten it cut. It's raining and I don't have a car, so I can't go get my hair cut. Let's see. Where's Like, okay. Is it a dick move? Yes. Is it funny? Yes. Are you an asshole for doing it? No? I think, like... Nice hair? No, I didn't try. I literally didn't try. This is bedhead right here. This is bad. But, you know, we're rolling with it because, I can't get down to, a haircutting place. They're giving away, tickets or some shit to something. I'm gonna turn that on. Apparently not enough info, is the consistent, or... What the fuck is wrong with everyone's airplane design, right? That's what I'm thinking. I've thrown plenty of paper balls and I've thrown plenty of paper airplanes. Short of an epic mistake on their part, the latter tend to travel much further than the former. Like, that's kind of what I'm thinking, right? Like, just make a plane that doesn't suck. We used to, when I was a kid, me and my cousins, we used to do airplane competitions like this because we didn't have video games when we'd visit my grandparents. So basically the only forms of entertainment were croquet from like a cheap $20 set from Walmart, which is fine. We started coming up with our own ways of setting it up, which was fun, and throwing airplanes. And croquet, not cocaine. I was like 12 or some shit. I'm not doing cocaine at 12. My life's not that fucked. So I kind of sort of remember how to make airplanes that are halfway decent, but this is also made with like a post-it note, so it's not going to be the best. We also didn't have the internet to learn all like the meta ways of like some like fucking engineers figured out how to like make a paper airplane that's really good. Oh yeah, I used to do that too. I did a couple rocket launches. Okay. It went off screen, but not by a lot. Let me just put it's right here. So that wasn't a very good one. Suffice to say, I could probably throw a ball further than that. Like, hey, let me give it another go. Okay, it's probably gone about a meter at most. Let me try it one more time, but this time we're going to use the competitive answer here of yeet. Yeah, that does work better. Okay, cool. So yeah, try this at home. Try and do a competition with yourself. Throw a ball of paper. You could actually do this with one like piece of paper. You make your airplane, and then you throw it as far as you can. You mark where it goes, and then you just crumple up a ball, crumple it up, and then throw it and see which one goes further. The ball is going to work with anyone who's incompetent. The small square ones are the best ever. I don't know how to make a good airplane, I'll be honest. And then all the rest of this is just how to do it. Yeah, I would say, yeah, like this guy's using like $10 words here, but I think he's right. Like, if you, I like creative problem solving, right? Like, the instruction was to take a piece of paper and make a thing that goes further than everyone else's. I don't think you're an asshole. I think you thought up a creative solution to the problem. I would say not the asshole. Was it not in the spirit of it? Like, I think everyone else just is probably mad because they're bad. Am I the asshole for disliking weird presents from in-laws? My fiance gave me some fugly children's jewelry, which led to a fight between me and the fiance. The fiance was visiting my in-laws to share the news of our engagement, during which our mother-in-law gave fiance a present for me. Fiance gets home and lets me know that the present is a pair of frog earrings that were visibly unattractive and obviously belonged to a little girl. Last year, I got a tiny flimsy frog jewelry from her. I think these are shop presents that go with the client's purchases that my mother-in-law hoarded in mass. I was a bit upset receiving the jewelry. My fiance noticed, asked me what was wrong. I said the present is kind of thoughtless and obviously not for adults. Meanwhile, my parents gift us trips and constantly make thoughtful gestures towards the fiance. Weird present made me feel like his parents really don't care that much, since no person will ever think frog jewelry is something she obviously needs, or I bet frog jewelry will make her happy. Now we are in a one-sided fight because he thinks that I'm being snobby and materialistic. You are. And also thinks that I'm being mean to his mother. You are. My mother-in-law just usually sends us like $20 when she remembers. Like, I think you can. Kamada's ass, thank you for the 15 months of support. Who wouldn't want frog jewelry? I wouldn't want frog jewelry. But you know what? If someone gave me frog jewelry, like my mother-in-law gave me frog jewelry, I'd be like, thank you. And I'd be like, yeah, it's just gonna go in like a drawer somewhere and like never get used. Like I have no use for that. Like I don't want that. Maybe it's just because I don't wear jewelry, but like also just like, you say thank you and act like it was really nice of them. It's a bizarre choice. Like, frogs aren't like... She's probably right. It probably is just something that she got with something else or whatever. But, like... I don't know. She thought of you and she got it. I think this is fine. It's not great, but, you know, sometimes you get gifts that kind of suck, and you just go, thank you, right? You don't go, no, fuck you, I don't want your frog jewelry, asshole. Am I the asshole for not supporting my wife's decision? Generally speaking, yes. So what do you do? My wife is a doctor and a pretty straight arrow. There's not a lot of beating around the bush or dancing around issues with her. We have one daughter who's 17, and she's just started her senior year in high school. She's always a bit above normal or above average, however you want to phrase it, weight-wise. Oh, no. But over the course of the last school year, the past summer, things have really escalated. My wife noticed, I noticed, we discussed it amongst ourselves and always left it at, she's a smart girl, let's let her deal with it, she'll make the right call. One morning last week, my wife noticed our daughter struggling to get on her school uniform pants and proceeded to come find me and tell me that it was that this was kind of it for her and she was going to do something. I asked my daughter to weigh herself. She turns out she's 75 pounds overweight. Based on what? My wife proceeds to lay out the health risk of being overweight to our daughter, things like high cholesterol, etc. She goes on to say that my daughter is going to need a diet and do some exercise. She proposed walks with the family. This became a shouting match between them. My wife proceeded to say, your father and I, before I injected with your mother. Like... Okay. Let me start by saying people who are fat are aware. Right? Like... If you're fat, you already know that, right? Like, you're overweight. So you don't really need people to be like, bro, did you know you're fat? You're not gonna be like, holy shit, what? Really? Oh my god, holy fuck, I didn't notice. But you're right. You're right, I'm 75 pounds overweight. Holy shit. Damn. Thank you for pointing that out. I never had fucking noticed. You know? Like, she knows. The girl can't fit into her fucking, like, outfit. She knows she's overweight, right? Like, she's in high school. She knows. Other people have already told her. Like, the kid knows, and she's a smart girl. She'll deal with it. It's probably pandemic weight as well. Like, a family walk sounds nice, and I think that when the kid goes, hey, I need to get a new, like, you know, school uniform, you go, okay, but, you know, I was thinking we should start doing family walks. And then you don't have to, no one has to bring up the fact that, like, hey, you're overweight. But, like, I don't think we have to be an asshole about this. We don't have to be a dick, you know? When it was just she and I alone as our daughter was heading out the door, my wife asked me why I dropped the ball presenting a united front to our daughter. My point was that she never really collaborated with me to begin with. She just went upstairs and asked our daughter to weigh herself. We should have decided if that was the most nuanced thing to... Yeah, no, your wife sucks. There's a much more tactful way of dealing with this. And the way that the wife wanted to do this, like, unironically, wife bad here. Like, that's stuff that also, like, you're fucking parents, right? You can control what she's eating to some degree. You could be like, okay, our daughter's getting overweight. Let's stop bringing stuff into the house that will make her be overweight. Like, you're worried about your daughter's weight. Instead, start as a family eating healthy, you know? Like, there's ways of dealing with this that don't make your daughter feel like shit. Like, we can be nice to people and then also not fuck it up. You need to have a unified front when you talk to your kids, because otherwise you send mixed messages. I agree with that. But simultaneously, like, that should be something you discuss before you go in on it, you know? Like, me and the wife sometimes disagree on stuff, and we work it out. Because we talk. This is dumb. This shouldn't have happened in the first place. None of this should have happened. It's also alarming that the wife's first decision to deal with this was just like, let's shame the fuck out of our daughter until she loses weight. Like, I can't fit into some of my jeans right now. You know what that tells me? I need to work out more. No one's telling me I'm fat. No one's telling me I'm overweight. But I'm like, okay, I can't fit into my pants anymore. I did just eat 3 cookies. That's probably the fucking reason. I need to work out some. It's also been like 100 degrees out, so I'm not going to give my too much shit here, but that's fine. And I'm going to work on it. You're not the asshole. Your wife's the asshole. Am I the asshole for being a dick to my brother's fiance after she rescinded my +1 for their wedding? And then it was deleted. Okay, well, we don't know. Am I the asshole for grounding my daughter? I'm gonna bet yes if you have to ask. I'm 43. I have a daughter who's 16. She's always been a good kid, but lately her close friends don't seem to be good influences. A few nights ago, she asked for a sleepover. I and the wife said no because we're leaving for a family event early the next day and wouldn't have enough time to drive her to her friend's home. She started swearing at us at one point, saying, "I wish I was never born to parents like you." My wife was visibly hurt by this. I told her to go to her room and she wasn't around to hang around with her friends for a month. So she's grounded. Okay. I thought that punishment was fair, and I heard from my sister. She called me saying that it's being unfair and that she's only a child. Now my entire family is calling me a bad father. Am I the asshole? My wife has had a discussion with her, and my daughter told her that she would not be apologizing to her. I do admit a month was a bit excessive. I said it in the heat of the moment. She used to be such a good kid. Is this bad that I want my little girl back? Well, you're not getting your little girl back. You know? She's a teenager now, and she's gonna be a little brat, and she's gonna be a little shit about it. Yeah, I got grounded once growing up, and it's because my brother got caught. I did things that would have gotten me grounded, but I didn't get caught. See, that's a fucking trick. When you're the younger kid. So here was what the story was. There used to be this program called KidWorks 2, right? And it had a voice to speech thing, right? And so you could write out a story and it would read it to you, right? It's sort of an educational game sort of thing. Lots of art programs, that sort of thing. Voice to speech, text to speech, excuse me. And it was like really early, like Microsoft Sam style voice, right? And we had a shop teacher in elementary or in middle school who was not the sharpest tool in the shed. Anyway, we wrote like a like better than speak and spell, like something that could do rafflecopter, right? We had a shop teacher, like learning how to do stuff with like bandsaws and stuff like that. And so me and my brother wrote a story about how that guy cut his dick off with the bandsaw. Anyway, so the kid of a friend of my mother's came over to hang out, right? And my brother shows it to him. This kid was a little bit younger and a little bit more sheltered, and so he tells my mom what he just heard. It was fairly explicit. It's not creative writing in that point. And so yeah, I got grounded for that. I got a lesser sentence because the actual problem was really showing the friend. But it was very explicit. It was like every curse word we knew when we were like in 6th and 7th grade. So it was like, you know. I also got my mouth washed out with soap. I think my mom was just like, what do I even do? Like, I have to ground Colin? Like, it was so outside of her wheel well that I don't think she totally knew what to do with that situation. It's like the only corporal punishment that either of us ever had was we got our mouths washed out with soap that one time. It's like, well, that just sucked. Like literally, yeah. My parents did a good job raising me. I'll say that, you know? Both me and my brother. Like, that makes it sound like they were bad, but I will tell you this for free. They didn't do it again. No, not debatable. My parents fucking rule. Absolutely not debatable. I love my parents. Every single day I see someone, like, I'll hear someone come in from chat or whatever and be like, yeah, my parents fucking suck. They do this, that, and the other. And I'm like, can't relate, dude. That sucks. You ate frozen chicken and waffles for a week straight. Okay. Maliciousness, thank you for the 55 months of support. Rev, I'm Latino, and I know how shitty parents can sometimes be, but they aren't bad people. I don't quite connect up the dots there, but sure. Yeah, no, you need to cope with the idea of the kids growing up, but they also need to, I don't know, man. I think that a month is probably a bit harsh. No, saying that you hate your parents is like fucking extreme, dude. My parents actively encouraged me to learn how to cook. They let me cook several times. Like, I enjoyed baking and stuff like that. And they like, if I wanted to like cook dinner, like, my mom was like, all right, what are we making? And then we'd make it together, you know? And if once I got a little bit older, she was like, okay, you know, I'm going to step back and let you do things. And if you need help, you let me know. Thank you for cooking. The fact that I eat what I do, chicken and waffles, for like a week is because I'm a fucking goblin. Every teenager says they hate their parents. No. Some do. I didn't. And yet, now you stand in front of a fridge and eat tortillas now. Yeah, it's sort of a cost-risk sort of... Hold up. All right. All right, so we got a scale here, right? We got effort. Quality, right? So the problem with the majority of food is the amount of, like, the more effort it is. Like, when I can have something that is high quality with no effort, I've done this chart backwards. This is great. I love this. This is good food right here. Okay? However, when we have a situation where there's a lot of effort, but there's no quality, this does not happen. Okay? So basically, my chart of, like, will I actually make something is exactly here. I will eat tortillas straight out of the fridge. If it means that there's no effort. I guess that'd be more here. Like, the quality has to be just extreme in order to justify its existence. I can't be bothered. Now, if I'm making something for my wife, I'll spend the time and the effort, but most of the time I won't. That's goblin behavior. I know it is. Am I the asshole for mocking my brother in a baby voice? Let's put on this. I may be overreacting, but you tell me. My stepson, 11, still feels awkward around my family. Usually at family gatherings when we're all hanging out after dinner, he's reading a book or playing on his mom's phone. I think he really needs time to adjust to everyone. We're all in the same living room. Okay, cool. So the kid is 11 and he's fucking awkward around adults. That's normal. Sure. We're all in the living room talking. My stepson's reading a comic book. My brother asked him what he was reading. My stepson mumbled his answer. He's shy. My brother said he couldn't hear, and he got all red and went back to his book. My brother tapped him on the shoulder and was like, "Hey, I'm trying to talk to you." This kid's shy, man. Like, leave him the fuck alone. I told him to knock it off and let him read. My brother said he was being antisocial, and he said it right in front of him, which I know embarrassed him. This annoyed me a lot, so I started talking to him in a baby voice. Oh, he's a grown man getting his feelings hurt by a sixth grader? Grow up. My brother got mad and asked me what my problem was. My mom told us both to shut up, so we did. The night moved on. My mom texted me later and told everyone to stop taking everything so personal and escalating everything. She said mocking my brother was really uncool. I should talk to my stepson about manners at family gatherings. My wife agrees with me. My dad refuses to weigh in. Dad is smart here because I think the dad disagrees with the mom, but he doesn't want to, like... Yeah, Dad has chosen the only winning move here. Yeah, I mean, the kid should be more social, you know? But, he's fucking 11, okay? What are you gonna talk to, like... an adult about? I remember that. What the fuck do you talk to adults about when you're 11? Hey, you know what I did the other day? I played Fortnite. We almost got a victory royale. What do you do? I work in accounting. That sounds boring. It is. Okay. How's school? It's alright. Like, what the fuck does a kid talk to an adult about? Like, for any extended period of time? Like, let him be a little bit awkward. Yeah, he should be more open. You should encourage it, but this is not like, this is just gonna get him to like close off even more. Was this an asshole move? Yes. You are absolutely an asshole for doing this. Was it fucking hilarious? Yes. Should you have done it? Yes. Like, can that be my take? Yes, you're an asshole for this, but it was absolutely the right move. Kids like stonks, right? They like 401ks. Will I be the asshole if I told my neighbor to keep their children away from my godson? GSD? Godson? German set. What? GSD? Dog. German Shepherd dog. Why did you add dog to the... Okay. I mean, yeah, it's in the thing, but I wasn't sure if it was like a service animal or something like that. All right. Before we get to the main story, you must know several important instructions and or events. I lived with my parents in a pretty big modern house in a small town. In August last year, we decided to adopt one of 37 dogs that were being decommissioned by the military. We absolutely fell in love with a 2.5-year-old German Shepherd. It was a combat canine with experience in military police. The German Shepherd, whose name is Fado, was strictly trained to perform combat operations with normal troops. After adopting him, we additionally put him into the home security program in order to teach him the basics of home protection, defense of his owners, etc. In many U.S. states, it's against the law for the police animals against the law to harm police animals, even if they're actively mauling you. So first off, dog is a cop, so a cab, right? Fuck this dog. Anyway, I was, and I'm still a person that spends most of the time with him, putting me in a sort of VIP for him. Basically, he tends to be incredibly defensive and careful when I'm around. It's a great example of this is when him going into life or death mode when my mother came downstairs at 3 a.m. to get some water. I sleep downstairs with the dog. He requires constant observation. Now on to the main story. What exactly does that mean? Did the dog maul your mother? About 2 weeks ago, I started noticing my neighbor's kids, 10, 8, and 7, started directly provoking the dog. While this provocation may seem harmless, it really started triggering my dog's defensive maneuvers. Just like he was taught during home security class. Of course, this included barking, going in between my legs whenever I went outside, and the kids were behind the fence. It's worth noting that, as stated by law, all commissioned and decommissioned police and military dogs are forced to wear vests that state that a dog is a canine. Fido is wearing the vest whenever he goes outside. It's actually taught right before retirement to bring a vest to his owner whenever he wants to go outside. This vest is literally has combat canine, do not approach everywhere. Unfortunately, these kids kept provoking him on purpose, running right up to the fence when I was outside, throwing things at the fence, trying to make contact with him. Literally everything that you would not do anywhere near a combat dog. You may ask, where are the parents? Here's a fun part. They knew they were about it the whole time. I told them countless times to try and keep their kids away from the fence for their own safety. Their best intervention so far was saying, I quote, "Kids, stop." Also, I did also notice that the kids started playing near the fence only after we got the dog. Before that, I never saw them anywhere near the fence. So I wanted to tell these parents to actually discipline their kids and keep them away from my dog, as it not only stresses me knowing that he can and will bite if he feels that I'm in danger, but also the dog itself, as he was trained to take provocation as a potential life-threatening situation. I'm writing this as I would feel an asshole, but at the same time, I think it would be justified. Update, reading all the replies, I will discuss the placement of the higher security fencing with my mother. I'll definitely warn anyone nearby of the dog's origins. I already applied for a professional re-socialization program. I'll try and organize a proper debate with the parents as soon as possible. The kids suck. The kids suck here. Yeah? Am I hearing a clicky voice when Rev talks? I really hope not. Am I clicky? Oh, is it this? Yeah, that's probably it. Let me ask, are you still hearing it right now? If I'm talking right now? Okay, do you hear it now? When I'm talking like this? Is this it? Okay. I'm having an ADD moment, so I'm like playing with this so we have something to like stimulate myself with. So I'm just sort of jerking this pen off under the desk, and I didn't notice you guys could hear it. You probably also, there's a noise gate, so whenever I'm not talking. Could you hear it for all that? Because I was clicking it the whole time there. You can hear it down here? Okay. I'm sorry, I'll stop. I think that you could rehabilitate this dog, but like, this is a shitty situation that the dog's in. The dog has been taught since birth to be hyper aggressive, you know? This is a dog who is, it's sort of like those dogs that are trained for like dog fights, you know? And you rehabilitate them. I mean, yeah, I think you just tell the kids off and then you send a message to them. You send an email, you send something that you have a copy of that goes, your kids need to stop fucking around, right? Because, like, they're gonna get hurt. And when the kid gets mauled or killed, you go, I warned you. I think the only assholes are definitely the parents. Kids are kids. Kids are like this. I'm worried about the dog having to pay for this. The dog dies? I think if you put up a general advisement that like, hey, my dog, I'm worried about my dog attacking you. I don't... The dog will be put down and the owner will be sued, probably. That's what's going to end up happening here. This sucks. And I don't think it's the dog's fault. I don't think it's the owner's fault. They're going to a behavioral specialist, yeah. Am I the asshole for telling my husband that I don't like his dog? Probably. I can't stand my husband's dog. She's a super needy pit bull that follows around everywhere. We go to the kitchen to cook. She immediately follows and gets in the way. We're on the couch. She has to be lodged between his front legs or laying in his lap. We've never cuddled on the couch without her being right there with us or in between us. He gets up and goes, "Are you jealous of a fucking dog?" We never cuddled on the couch without her being right there in between us. He gets up to go to the bathroom and study. She jumps off the couch and runs after him immediately. We're eating. She sits there and stares and drools and begs the entire time. I knew we had a dog before I moved in. I spent a lot of time with her, but living with a dog is proving to be a huge change for me. I never had a dog or met a dog in my life, and I'm always afraid of them before this. So her constantly just being in my face is strange and irritating to me on another level. My husband wanted her to sleep on our bed, but I put my foot down because I hate when her hair is all over the sheets and there's simply no space for her on the bed and it smells. He's upset about this, saying that I'm kicking her out of the bed, but finally came around and understands. I feel like there are no boundaries and we can never get a final moment alone. Our bedroom door doesn't even lock, so when we're in there, she'll randomly throw her body against the door to open it and come in. She poops on the ground sometimes randomly, and we both leave the house at the same time, or if we're in the bedroom with the door shut, but can be left alone when we're at work for 12 hours and has zero accidents. He hasn't bathed her in months, and she smells like hot garbage, so everything in the house smells too. I can't stand to be around her 24/7. She hardly ever plays alone or with her toys. I don't think I'll ever be able to bond with her. Is this just how dogs are? Am I the asshole? Yes. Husband kind of sucks for not taking care of the dog. This dog is gross. Thanks for the comments. I've come to terms with the fact that I'm the asshole and I need to put more effort with the dog. I'll take a lot of advice here and try and bond with her. Side note, I would never make a husband choose between me and the dog. That's just cruel. Okay. The dog needs more attention. Like, sometimes you gotta, like, shut the bedroom door, you know? Have some alone time that doesn't involve the animals, because that's fucking weird. Cold coffee. Asshole, but like low-key asshole on that one. Am I the asshole if I tell my girlfriend how much I spent on her birthday gift? Yes. Yes. Because that's not the point or the reason that you get people gifts. I'm 24. I bought a beautiful pair of shoes for my girlfriend for her birthday, a pair that she's been eyeing for a while, and so I was sure that she would like them since I needed to know her exact shoe number. We're not in the same city. I asked her, and she said she doesn't know for sure, but she thinks she's around a 6.5 US. And since I wanted to be 100% sure, I asked her to go and try that pair of shoes on, or if not available of that brand, which is notorious for requiring at least one size bigger than the usual shoe. When she allegedly goes to the shop, tries the exact model, and confirms the 6.5 size, I proceed with her purchase. I ship the shoes to my house, and then by the next day for her birthday, we spend the day together, but the shoes are too small, like incredibly small. A shoe that blatantly is too small for her, and unsurprisingly, is. We go for a walk and pass by a shop that sells the shoes, and we stop and she tries the shoes on and mysteriously finds out that she's actually an 8.5. I was fuming, telling her that she lied about she probably just didn't think that he was gonna get her the shoes or something. Like, I was fuming, telling her that she lied and about going on trying different shoes before I bought them, because how in the world would the same shoes be two sizes bigger in a different city? We got into a big fight and she swears that she had been trying on shoes, but I can't believe her. So anyway, I can send the shoes back and get a refund, but not change size. If I want another size, I have to wait for the refund and buy them again. The thing is that the site now doesn't have the shoes for sale and are $60 more expensive. I'm pissed again because not only will I have to waste half a day to go to the post office and send them back, but almost pay double for what I paid initially. She's not remotely baffled about any of this. She's not taken the minimal accountability that goes with the typical "it's not my fault." I now ordered the shoes again. I will not ask the girlfriend for the difference. You don't do that with gifts, you dickwad. But I made it very clear to that lie cost me money, and now we're in a big fight again. Am I the asshole? Yeah. Like, I was with you for a minute. I was fucking with him for a minute. I was like, hold up. Like, he was clear about, I'm gonna get you these shoes, go try it on to make sure. Okay, she doesn't, I guess, or they're wrong for some reason, and it ends up being a thing. He gets pissed. Okay, had it ended there, and he didn't go any further with it. Some women are self-conscious about having big feet. Well, your tiny ass feet can fit in these even smaller shoes then. It's like having man hands is really dumb. This is your fucking boyfriend. Like, let him treat you. So up until about here. I was with him. I wasn't with him in the beginning. I was with him I was with him here. In this exact paragraph, I was with him. All right? This right here, you guys are not gonna last, dude. Everyone sucks. This is the stupidest version of Cinderella ever. You're right. Am I the asshole for ignoring my son when he calls me by my name? I want to ask you a question. Do your cats sometimes ignore you all day, and then when you're doing something, they want your attention? Since my cat is doing that right now, she's just chilling, ignoring me. And then when I started folding clothes, then she wanted pets. Yes. 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 Abby does this all the time. Herman has his set boy time. Right? First thing in the morning. That's just cats. Cats are 100% like that. Yes. They're kind of dicks. Black cats are sort of like, what if an asshole, like, what if a shadow was an asshole? Right? Most of the time you don't see it. You don't even notice where it is. When it comes out of nowhere, it's just kind of a dick. You know? But it's adorable. My son is 15. I am his father. He started calling me by my name instead of dad. When he first did, I asked him why, and he answered simply that it was my name and it's what everyone else calls me, so he should too. I tried to dig deeper, but that's really all it is. I told him that I'm his father and I deserve the respect of being called dad by him. He has not changed. Okay. Here's what's happening. When I was a kid, I had a short stint of about like 2 days where I was like, I don't know if I should refer to my parents as like that. Like, it feels childish. I'll refer to them by their names. It's super fucking weird, dude. It's super weird. I don't think it's a disrespect thing. He's not changed, so I decided I would ignore him when he said my name. Last night at dinner, I was talking to my wife and I asked if I could pass some pasta to him. I kept talking to my wife. He kept trying to use my name and I just ignored him the whole dinner. You're a fucking child, man. Later, my wife said I was being childish and I shouldn't judge him, or I should just indulge him until this phase is over. I told her that she might be okay being called by her name. He does that too, but I'm not. He can call me dad or he gets ignored. Am I the asshole? I'm descending down to his level, but at the same time, I think it's a relatively harmless way of setting a boundary and teaching a lesson. What's the lesson? You're a man, not the asshole, definitely a man-child. Can that be a take? Like, I don't know if I want to call him an asshole, but I definitely want to call him a man-child. I guess that means he's the asshole. Like, this is super childish, dude. What the fuck are you doing? Am I the asshole for taking away my kids' music? Yes. My daughter stole $92 from my wife and I. Never mind. Okay. Hold up. Hold up. Maybe you're not. She overspent her budget on her credit card she was given for emergencies. She used it for shopping. Part of her punishment is chores for 3 weeks with no allowance and no phone for a week. I locked all the apps on her phone. She managed to guess the password on the first night. Damn. She knows that it's 111. Fuck. Oh yeah, the titles always make them sound like an asshole, and then you actually read it. It's like, it's a clickbait thing. You clickbait people into reading your thing, and then you explain the real thing. Hacker child. She managed to guess the password on the first night, so I changed it again. Now she's telling me that she needs music on her phone. She says she has anxiety and can't handle the 10 minutes bus ride without her music. I told her she can't weaponize her anxiety against me and use it to get what she wants. I told her to use coping methods that the therapist gave her. She said that her therapist told her to just listen to music whenever she has anxiety, which I think is probably a lie. Why would this be a lie? Thank you, Clyde. Thank you for the 5 months of support. She can't listen to music on her phone because her phone is locked out, right? It's not about, she just can't use her phone for music, is the deal, right? What did she use the $92 on? Was it music? I told her life doesn't work that way. And that people can't just listen to music whenever they want. She said this isn't fair. I told her it's not fair that we have to pay $90 back to a credit card that we didn't plan on. She's crying and said that we don't understand. Am I the asshole? Edit for info, she's actually between therapists. Everyone fucking is. Everyone is fucked up after COVID. Right? There's less therapists out there, and there's a lot more fucked up people. Her therapist was a student who moved recently, and we're looking for a new one, which is a process because they need to click, you know? Yeah, obviously. She goes to therapy, several issues, not just for anxiety. Everyone in the household goes to therapy. She does the chores for $40 a... Right, inflation. Okay, hold up. 15. Okay. Hold on. Okay, I'm 34. So I was 15. I'm having a boomer moment. I have to figure out whether or not this kid is getting overpaid or not. Okay, so 19 years ago was 2003. $20. 2003 to 20 today. Yeah. $20 in 2003 is the equivalent purchasing power of $28 in 2020. Okay. I got like $20 a week sometimes. So that's like double what I was getting almost. It was fairly inconsistent. Due to that spending, she's not getting that for 3 weeks. That's $120 though. I guess it needs to be punishment. Okay, fair enough. Still expect her to do chores. She has a credit card because she was going to a restaurant with a friend, and just in case it costed more than we thought. But she used it for shopping, and she had like the Walkman and MP3 ideas. She had, I like the Walkman MP3 ideas. Where do you even get one? I think I'm gonna just let her download a few songs to deal with the noise. Those of you who are hardline believe that I'm an asshole with no new suggestions. I feel like you're probably young and don't have kids. Maybe I'm wrong. Those of you who think I'm the asshole who have suggestions, thank you. It's amazing how parenting always brings something new, and I still have no idea what I'm doing. Here's my anxiety. I have a few short years until she's an adult, and I need her to be able to handle the world without retreating all the time. My only goal in life is to make her better than me. I believe my words of weaponizing her anxiety were harsh, but I feel like she uses certain issues like that in order to get out of things without working on herself. She's just a teenager, and I just want her to be prepared for the world. I'm not kicking her out at 18. I just don't want her to rely on us forever. He's got the right idea. I don't know if he's doing it right. Okay, so 3 weeks of no money from chores. That's $120 that she's out, but she spent $92 that she wasn't supposed to. So basically, it's not like you can just like, you know, get the punishment, but the punishment is like you'll get paid later, right? Because if it's you don't get allowance until you've paid off the 92, then the kid is just going to be like, okay, so if I want to buy something expensive, I could just like buy it and then not get allowance for however long it takes, right? So it does need to be more than the actual cost, especially because like $92 is a lot of fucking money right now, man. Everyone's going to therapy. I mean, like, I don't think that the parent's an asshole for this. Did he say that? How much is therapy? Not cheap. It depends on if you can get a sliding scale or not. The main thing is whether or not you can actually get one. I'm gonna say not the asshole here. Honestly, I think he's doing his best he can to teach this kid not to depend on things that you can't depend on for coping mechanisms, and to not just spend money she doesn't have. Yeah, I don't think he's an asshole for this. The kid's acting like a kid, but needs to act like an adult, because he's right. She's going to be an adult someday. It's rough, though. Nice. Am I the asshole for making my brother think he was house sitting? What? My sister-in-law is 30. We don't really talk, but her and my wife are best friends. But from what I hear, my wife, my brother is shitty as hell to her. She works from home, provides financially. Wait, what? Did your brother marry your wife's sister? OP's wife is friends with sister-in-law. Can someone explain who? Okay. The sister-in-law. What? Sister-in-law, his brother's wife. Okay. Yeah, no, that checks out. Okay, so it's not a weird thing It's a sister. Okay. Yeah, I get it now. I get it. Okay, cool. It's fine. No, that one just wrecked me for a second. I had no idea what the fuck is going on. So, this sentence sucks. I feel like there might be a circle in the family tree somewhere, and I can't quite figure out if I'm right, but it's weird. Okay. She works from home, provides financially expectations for her. She must clean the bedroom every day. She has to wash his clothes and prepare his next outfit for him the next day. She must cook groceries, stop bearing... You're the asshole for writing this fucking paragraph. The fuck? What? Stop bearing kids to school activities. Oh, she has to make herself look presentable. That means she must be covering her fat makeup and hair. I fucking hate you. What the fuck are these words? No, I want to stop reading this. You're an asshole for writing it. I can't understand what the fuck you're saying. Am I the asshole for making my daughter cry because she was being disrespectful? Probably. I'm 54. We have 3 children, Chris, Lily, and Anna, all in their 20s and 30s. Anna's birth gender was male. She came out 2 years ago, and we all support her. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. This week was my mother-in-law's birthday, so we had a big family gathering at her house. Everyone was having a great time, but something happened at the dinner table. We were all eating. The mother-in-law said something. It was her first time speaking to Anna after her surgery. Said, "Hey, how about to celebrate you come up, blow out the candles?" Anna happily agreed, but Lily blew up and saying things like, "Just because you're a girl now doesn't mean you get to be the center of all." That's pretty much random because it seemed like that she was happy about Anna coming out, but then Anna explained to me how Lily had been texting her and trying to talk her out of transitioning, and I was very angry, and I said, "You do not have to write, this did not happen. You do not have the right to talk to your sister that way. I'm disgusted that you are my daughter. I cannot believe you would even say that." Lily said nothing. She just ran away crying. I also went home and tried to apologize, but she doesn't want to talk to my wife, and the others tell me that was too far. But most people agreed that I did good, so I'm the asshole. No, you're not the asshole somehow. No, she was already... No. Anna was already out to the whole family. Like... This is the first time the mother-in-law had interacted with Anna in person after that. Wolfgang, I would say that comparison's accurate. Like... No. What happened was Lily got mad at the trans daughter and started being a kind of a bitch about it, and so the dad blew up on her. And so Reddit says that the dad is an asshole for defending trans daughter. I mean, this is pretty harsh, but, you know, ain't wrong. The first and third points are bad, but I'm disgusted you're my daughter is beyond harsh. You and Lily are both the asshole. I mean... But if my fucking kid was a transphobic piece of shit like this, I would be disappointed in them. You know? Like, this is not like a 16-year-old. This is a 27-year-old fucking adult. No, Lily is 27. Anna, the girl who transitioned, is 24. Okay? Your point still stands. This is an adult. This is like, that would be a little harsh if it was like a 16-year-old. You say maybe everything but the disgusted part. Like, this is a fucking adult saying this. You know? I'm sorry, no. Like, I disagree with Reddit on this one. You're being a fucking bitch. And I'm disgusted that, you know. Might have been something bubbling up in the background, too. Yeah, this is something like a 14-year-old edgy asshole kid would say. And then feels bad about, like, 20 years later, you know? The fact that she's his daughter is the issue. It's her behavior. He could say, I'm disgusted by your behavior. Could it have been phrased better in order to maintain some sort of friendship or, you know, relationship with the daughter? Yes. But this, yeah, I mean, this sounds like a heat of the moment sort of thing. But honestly, like, dude, if, like, my kid said that, like, I would hope that I could fucking raise my kids right so they wouldn't say shit like this. This wording will haunt Lily for the rest of... Maybe, like, listen, she shouldn't be fucking asshole. Like, Lily should not be a total fucking bitch. Like, I'm just supposed to, like, it goes two ways, y'all, right? Like, oh, you don't have to love your parents if they're a total dickwad to you. Do you have to love your kid if they're a total fucking transphobic, like, bitch? No. Like, no. Your kid sucks. You know? Like, tell your kid off for being a bitch. Maybe she'll turn it around, you know? She can take responsibility. She's 27, not the asshole. Am I the asshole for getting in an argument over a pillow? Probably. Like, so many of these are like, yeah, I mean, probably. But then you actually read them and you're like, no, actually, I guess. My wife and I just bought a condo this week. It was our first weekend, and it sprawled out onto the couch. And I take this huge, big white pillow. I fold it. I tuck it under my head. And she goes, "Oh no, honey, not that pillow." I asked why. She goes, "That's decorative. You can't lay on it." She said she bought it with a friend a few weeks ago. I said, "Wow, a pillow you can't use. That's highway robbery." She tried to explain that it's just supposed to be there first. Why the fuck do you have pillows that don't work? What? That pillow is fucking massive as well. It's big enough to fold. Decorative pillows suck. Why the fuck? Okay. She tried to explain that it's supposed to be there for an aesthetic, and I asked why she hadn't looked for pillows that looked nice enough, but we could also be used as a pillow. She rolled her eyes, went into our bedroom, and came back a pillow from our bed. I'm assuming from our side. My side. She threw it at me, not super forcefully, but she was clearly annoyed. She goes, "Here, use this." I asked her that From this point on, we buy things that we can use as they're meant to be used. She told me to shut the fuck up and went to our room, closed the door. This relationship doesn't sound good. This was an overreaction for a pillow situation. Like, this is not the first argument they've had this month. They're both fucking weird, you know? No, what? You're the asshole for this statement right here. We ask that we buy things that we can use as they're meant to be used. Oh, well, thank you, Prague. I'm glad to hear that. Why did 4,000 people agree with this? This particular pillow is meant... I don't... Okay. Let's... How many people think that decorative pillows are dumb? Let's start with that. I want to get a cross-section of chat real quick. Pillows. Dumb, good. We'll go like a minute for that poll. Go ahead and vote on that. I want to know how that goes. Because if you see value in decorative pillows being a thing, then his behavior is asshole-ish. So I guess we really need to probably look at it from the wife's point of view. That he's like, dude, I just want to use a pillow. And she's like, not those pillows. So I get why she's mad. He was kind of a dick about it, I guess. I don't get decorative pillows. Okay? But sometimes you just let shit go because it's your fucking wife. Decorative pillows, okay, 91% of chat says they're dumb. Okay. I 92% say that decorative pillows are dumb. Is this guy the asshole? I think, like, you know, with, like, I'm a painter. Those are things that exist just for the sake of being beautiful. But they don't have a functional use outside of that being their thing. Pillows are meant to be pillows. The pillow is, in this case, being used like a painting. Its function is to be beautiful and not to be functional, is what I'm saying. I think he's an asshole for... I think he actually might be an asshole, y'all. Like, I think you need to have addressed this way better than you did. He reacted like an asshole. I think he's right to say, like, why the fuck are we buying pillows that we don't use? Yeah, like, sometimes you just let shit go, because, like, is being able to use this pillow more important to you than your wife's happiness? I'm gonna guess no, or you're a dick. Is that the brawl theme? I believe so. Like, I think decorative pillows are stupid, but simultaneously, like, this whole thing got, like, way too overblown. Well, am I the asshole for not speaking to my family in English? My wife and I are both Cajuns. We grew up speaking French to everyone in my family and many friends at school. I come from a place where most people spoke French. Because of bullshit government policies, French is becoming extinct in Louisiana, and I will do everything I can to preserve our Cajun heritage. My wife never knew French, so I taught her, and we exclusively speak French. We cook mostly Cajun food, and we go gator hunting, and my wife makes music. This is fake. This is fake. Gator hunting cannot be prolific enough that some rando can be doing this. We have 4 kids. They're 10, 12, 14, and 15. You're just pumping those kids out, aren't you? We speak to them all in French and only French. My 12-year-old is getting annoyed and will often speak to us in English, but never respond back to him. I tell him to speak French. He's getting annoyed and telling me that he wants to speak English because barely anyone speaks French here. He doesn't really appreciate our culture. Okay, I'm white as fucking, like, mayonnaise. Like, I don't know what it's like to have a culture, I think. Like, Texas culture is eat barbecue. And Tex-Mex. So, like, I don't really worry about my culture getting erased. They're French. They have about as much culture as you. It's easier to speak English, but we're giving him a gift. He being bilingual is great. 2 of our kids are actually trilingual since we're giving them private Spanish lessons. They have a B2 certificate and working on a C1. I have no idea what the fuck that means. They're Cajun. My son has had a massive tantrum. He's 12, right? He's 12? He's 12. He had a massive tantrum the other day saying he'll never speak French again with us, so we just stopped talking to him, and eventually he started speaking to us in French. I've explained to him why this is important, but he won't listen. The other kids don't do this. I know one day when he's older he'll regret this. One day when he's older he won't speak to you. My wife's parents never taught her how to speak French, and she resented them for that. What do you think? You're the asshole, yes. Yeah, this is it's like one of those things where it's like, if you treat your kids like ass, like if you fucking bully them into acting a certain way, they may not want to talk to you again after they grow up. Why don't my kids call me? Yeah, because you're a fucking shithead parent. Which reminds me, I need to call my parents more often because they're not. Am I the asshole for telling my wife that our son's meltdown is partly her fault? Oh, God. Throwaway account. Me and the wife have a son with autism spectrum disorder? ADS? Or ASD? Is that what that is? Meaning. Yeah. Okay, cool. Got it. Autism spectrum disorder. We started with him in therapy. He's 3 years old. He's 3! He's mostly docile, but if he's with me, but when he's with his wife, or with my wife, his meltdowns are worse. He gets meltdowns with me, but not as bad. We're currently sitting in the car outside the therapy clinic, and we can hear our son having one of the worst meltdowns that he's had in the past week. My wife is pissed that the OTs are just letting our son have a meltdown. I've been accompanying my son to therapy for the past week since she has work and her hours are not flexible. I explained to her that that's the way it should be because we need him to understand that to calm down, his meltdowns will not work in the real world. Yeah, this sucks. The kid has autism, and I would rather the kid start getting, able to. You can't stop a melt. Yeah, like you don't give kids what they want when they have meltdowns. He's 3. I hope this is fake. Like, I think you also need to be having some sort of therapy to be able to understand how the fuck to deal with kids that are autistic. We don't just have we don't have autism, and meltdowns aren't tantrums. This one is probably real. I mean, this sounds like some parents who weren't ready to have a kid that has autism. Going on, am I the asshole about your 3-year-old makes you the asshole. That's, you might be onto something. You might be onto something. She's pissed at me and told me that the reason that she doesn't like the therapist is because she feels like they're telling her not to be a first-time mom and a monster, to not feel sorry and just ignore her son's cries. And that she's expecting me to understand, and instead of appeasing her, I'm on the therapist's side. We're sitting in silence now. She's on her phone sniffling because she just cried, and I'm asking strangers from Reddit if I'm the asshole for telling her that it's partly her fault. Okay. When you sign up to be a parent, you sign up to be a parent regardless of what the fuck is going on with your kid. You're rolling the dice on what's going to happen to your kid. Sometimes kids are dicks. Sometimes kids have medical problems. Sometimes kids are kids. You signed up for this shit, okay? Please fucking talk to your partner. Understand that, you need to grow as a person to deal with this, okay? I guess I need to explain the meltdowns further, as it's been the focus of this post. My son is 3 years old. The meltdowns he's having is from him not getting what he wants during the therapy session, which is done mostly in a play-to-learn environment. For example, they play with Legos. After a set time, they have to clean up. My son doesn't like to clean up. He just tends to dump all the Legos on the floor. The therapist wants to continue to clean, and he doesn't like it because he's not getting what he wants, hence the melt. I mean, that's more of a tantrum than a meltdown, right? I've been with my son on multiple therapy sessions and he gets meltdowns right away since he knows I'm not easily manipulated. Kids are smart. They can manipulate adults with their crying. He gets over his meltdowns quickly. Okay. A lot of us know this, and I've been manipulated by my son countless times. I know his mother is with me outside, so he meltdown harder. The therapists know what they're doing. Heck, I wouldn't be doing this damn therapy if there were no improvements. My wife understands this, but she just doesn't like seeing her son crying and begging. My son is a manipulative little shit. Like, your kid needs to learn that, like, crying doesn't get their way. I may be the asshole in your eyes, but I'd rather my son cry now for a chance to communicate clearly with him later. Okay. It's not ABA for anyone asking. What is ABA? ABA therapy is literally abusive. Okay, so it's not ABA. ABA therapy. Applied therapy analysis. Autism Speaks is saying good things about it. So it's bad, right? Okay. I don't know a lot about, like, autism, but generally I know that Autism Speaks is, you know, is wrong. So usually what you go with is, if they're saying it's good, then it's probably not. They want to cure autism. Cool. Literal eugenics organization. Oh god. Yeah, okay, so it's not ABA, so that's good. I don't know what ABA entails specifically, but good. What happens during the therapy is they target issues with my son's behavior since he's hyperactive, not afraid of heights, doesn't cry when he's What? He's hyperactive, but he's not afraid of heights? Or they're trying to get it so he's not afraid of heights? Doesn't cry when he falls off his bike and doesn't talk. I mean, he's a fucking autistic child. Not talking a lot is going to be a thing, and fuck. I understand him crying when he falls off his bike. He's 3. He's fucking 3? Bro, he's 3. He's gonna cry. That has nothing to do with the fact that he's autistic. That has everything to do with the fact that he's 3. He was diagnosed with ASD level 1. He's a level 1 autistic kid? How do you get him to level 2? Your child is 3 years old and he's only level 1? You need to take him out to go hunt some boars or something. The fuck is wrong with you? Noob ass kid. What the fuck does level 1 ASD mean? Autism levels are outdated. I'm starting to be less and less in this kid or this dad's corner. ASD levels. Levels of severity. That seems very arbitrary. Autism Speaks has a thing about it. Okay. Whereas the CDC does not. Okay. Starting to get a clear picture. Like, I think you could probably just have, like, you know, my kid is on the spectrum. Like, that could mean a lot. Maybe they're high functioning, maybe they're not. But, like, you know, the kid's fucking 3, dude. The therapist said that she can, when we first started with my son, he didn't have eye contact to interact with his, OT therapist, I guess. He doesn't want to be associated with anyone. My therapist did what she can do. And after 1 week, my son started to play, responds to his names. I mean, the kid also could have been just weirdly shy because it's 3. This child is 3. He now shares and plays with other kids and started mimicking words. All they do is play, and I do follow-ups at home. For those asking why I'm not helping with therapy, it's to target and gauge his improvements. We're currently on his 3rd week. His 2nd week was flawless. He jumped out of the car and started running towards the clinic because he was so excited to be there. He's improving a lot, but it's disheartening to see him taking a step back since his mother was with me. High functioning used to mean can better mask being autistic. And before this, Asperger's was high functioning. They dropped that because a literal Nazi came up with that diagnostic. Okay. Good to know. Pogbot, please. Pogbot, I'm gonna have to ban you for being a Nazi. Timed out. Pogbot, milkshake ducks. Poggers, Nazis. Pogbot is pogging about the information being shared. Okay. Okay, maybe I was a little judgmental there. Me and the wife already made up. We both agreed I was an ass for telling her that, but she told me that she might be the reason for the son being the meltdown. There are many instances of them seeing eye to eye when my son peeks out the window and sees us in the car. I guess the reason why she was crying, I just found out when we got home. I might have used the term meltdown wrongly here. My son is not agitated to loud sounds nor lights. He's just nonverbal and has a low fear of being hurt. Okay, so he actually has no fear of falling off of, like, high objects. That's concerning. That is something that you probably want to, like, teach your kid, to be afraid of heights. Are you an asshole for sending your kid to therapy to, like, not get his shit wrecked by falling off of something? This kid is base Chad, no fear, only autism. The kid with the not talking and stuff reminded me that when I was a child and having Asperger's, my mom said that I was literally up until 3, I would just not talk at all. Yeah, I mean, that's like a thing. Speech therapy could be useful here, you know? You know? You make sure that the kid has a relatively natural fear of heights. And then you make sure that this kid also communicates for himself as well as possible. Like, I don't think that the father's an asshole for that. I'm concerned about the rest of this. I have a feeling that he's reading a bit of too much Autism Speaks. When you're a kid, you sign up for all this shit. Yeah. There are alternatives to verbal communication. Yeah. My neurotypical brother meowed until he was 2. Okay, so there's like... Your brother is just fucking weird, then. Okay. It sounds like two parents going through trying to raise their son well, and they're trying to do the best they like. Their kid has autism, and they're trying to do the best they can for him. You know. They need to learn more. I think that they're trying. You know. Like, they are trying. They're doing what they can for their kid. They may not do the right thing, but they're trying to do a thing, and the thing makes some level of sense, right? I don't think that he's an asshole for taking their kid to therapy. I think he's the asshole for saying that to his wife, though. Yes. Am I the asshole for contacting child services on my ex-wife? The title sounds horrifying. Forgive me for that, but there's no other way to explain what happened. Before anything, let me give you some context for the situation. I'm married to my ex-wife for 15 years. We're married really young at 18, which definitely isn't a good idea. That being said, we have 2 children together, a boy and a girl. My kids are everything to me, and even after our divorce, I make sure to be present in their lives. We have shared custody of the children. They stay 4 days a week with her and 3 with me. I always want to increase their time with me, but the ex always is against it. However, I live close enough where whenever they feel like it, they just call me and I go and see them or take them out. I want make sure that my child has a good standard of life. I'm quite comfortable with myself as I'm an entrepreneur. I always want to replace entrepreneur with douchebag, because it usually means the same thing. I pay a good amount of child support to them, to the equivalent of $10,000, $5,000 each monthly. It's not ordered by state, but requested by me. I want them to be able to live comfortably and not struggle, but I also pay for their health care, etc. Okay, cool, yeah. Not required to, but he takes care of the kid, sure. I went to pick them up this Thursday, as they would be with me until Sunday. When I picked them up, I noticed they're wearing some old clothes, which didn't seem like a problem. They were just home before I got them, so I thought they were just in what they felt comfortable. Unfortunately, that wasn't really the case. When they got home, I was unpacking their bags and noticed all their clothes they brought were old and tattered. I asked my daughter, why are their clothes so tattered? I mean, kids usually have a favorite piece of clothing, so I thought this was the case. Sure, that makes sense. She told me that her mother said they couldn't buy new clothes because she was saving up. Now, this is a bit strange. If they're planning on an expensive situation, she could have reached out. I'd pay for the kids. They are my children. She never brought up anything. I took both of them out for a day and bought them new clothes. That being said, this is something that really... Yeah, she's an asshole. Rent in the States is like, if you're paying $2,000 a month for rent, like, you're rich, living in a rich place, right? Okay, so this guy is giving $10,000 a month, right? So, like, that pays for rent, food. I don't, like, the wife doesn't need to work. He's paying a lot of money, right? Like, that's $120,000 a year she's getting. Like, I don't make anywhere fucking close to that with my wife. Right? Like, the two of us together do not make anywhere close to $120,000, and we take care of ourselves. We buy new clothes. I'm wearing an old shirt because I fucking feel like it today. It is comfy. I agree with him. Sometimes you just wear a comfy shirt. She's stockpiling the money meant for the kids. Rent in Austin can be anywhere between like $1,000 for like a 1-room studio apartment on up to like $2K, you know? She told me that her mother said that they couldn't buy new clothes because she was saving up. That's a bit strange. She never mentioned anything. Took them both out to get new clothes. That being said, this is something that really bothered me. My brother and his came by that night. I talked to him about it, and they thought it was a strange situation, so I should look into it. Now, I don't have the best relationship with my ex. I'm not going to poke my nose into her life. So I called Child Protective Services. I feel like this was jumping the gun a bit. Right? I mean, that escalated very fast. Like, you call her first and be like, hey, look, I'm giving you $10,000 a month. Like, you should be able to take care of my kids better than having them wearing rags. This is literally the sentence where I was like, hold up, maybe you are the asshole. I don't poke my nose into her life, so I called Child Protective Services and told them what happened and that I was concerned. Here in my country, they investigate this kind of thing. Well, my ex just called me and she's absolutely enraged. Asshole was the less aggressive adjective she used for me. Apparently, she was indeed saving the child support for something, but she never told me what. Regardless, she's extremely irritated, and my mother and father seem to agree that I should have talked to her first. I mean, yeah. But yeah, she's definitely embezzling the money. I feel like you skipped a couple steps. You know? Like, everyone sucks here outside of the kids? You did the right thing by contacting CPS. I'm a mandated reporter and it sounds perfectly reasonable. Okay. I don't know enough about CPS then, maybe. My kids' clothes didn't magically get raggedy. Forgive me, but this seems like they've been wearing battered clothes for a while. I just assumed it was because the kids are rough on clothes. What are you saving for? No, hold up. How long does it take for clothes to get raggedy? I don't know. This actually might be a situation to like call CPS. Like, all of their clothes should not have holes in them. A few months. Like, it sounds like that this might have been a thing that's going on for a bit. This is the wife is doing something, the ex-wife, excuse me, is doing something fucking weird. Like, something's up. I think I used the term CPS wrongly. The service I called is a mediator between families. When we got divorced, we were instructed by the family counselor if any problem happens, we should contact this entity and not confront the partner. Okay. Okay. He typed it dumb. Okay. My son is 9, my daughter is 6. I don't feel comfortable divulging which country we're from. I asked the ex-wife what the reason she had. Okay, yeah, no, I flipped it. No. Like, this, I think we're missing the context of how shit their relationship was. And, like, the family counselor was like, you guys should not interact directly. You know? I'm gonna go with not the asshole. That was a wild one, man. Dude, I flip-flopped on that one super fucking hard. But yeah, I'm back to not the asshole. That was a fucking ride. Okay. Am I the asshole for demanding a 12-year-old not wear a bridesmaid dress in our color to our wedding? Please, Reddit, tell me if I'm being a bridezilla or not, if I'm actually being an asshole. I'm 44, my partner's 36, we're getting married next month. After 4 cancellations due to COVID, our colors have never changed since we first organized the wedding, so everyone knows the colors due to it being my partner's favorite color. I always wanted an adult wedding party. Kids are welcome to the wedding, but I didn't want bridesmaids under 18, or flower girls, page boys, etc. My partner's brother, which I'll call him Bob, and his partner, Annie, have 3 children, 12, 7, 2, and 14. I think we mentioned the 12-year-old twice. Has always made it known that she's not happy that she's not a bridesmaid, but she's also quite a spoilty, stroppy child. What the fuck? What is stroppy? Did I just say a slur? What is stroppy? Bad-tempered and argumentative. That's apparently a real word. Okay. Are these people British? Who the fuck uses the word stroppy? New bug snacks just dropped. We explained that we couldn't choose between our 14 nieces and nephews and couldn't afford to have them all, so we didn't have any. Annie is just one of the bridesmaids for context. Last week, 3 children wanted to show us outfits they were wearing for our wedding. When the 12-year-old showed me, I must admit I lost it. Not at the child and not in front of the child. Good. So far, you're okay. It was literally a bridesmaid dress in our color. Me and my wife had a massive argument about it because she says it's just a dress, but I was upset. Oh, the lesbians. I didn't pick up on that. Me and my wife had a massive argument about it because it's just a dress, but I was so upset. I told her that she needed to fix it because otherwise I would change the whole color of the wedding or cancel the bloody wedding. She spoke to Bob and Ann about it, and they weren't happy, but they changed the dress. And now every time something comes up about the wedding, my wife throws at my face that I threw a tantrum over a 12-year-old's dress. And he told me if I'm wrong, I'm not sleeping because of the stupid arguments. I'm at the end of my rope. Canceling the wedding over a dress is a bit much. Sometimes the lesbians aren't all right. Weddings are fucking stressful as shit. and it makes you act weird. But calm the fuck down. Like, you had to cancel a wedding 4 times due to COVID. This is very similar to the decorative pillow thing. It is, yeah. It's got the same energy. Like, but this time we're hearing it from the person who has a problem with something. Like, maybe let this one go. And, like, just let your wife make sure that everyone's got the right color dress or whatever. Like, I'm sorry, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of with the not an asshole here. They knew what color they were supposed to wear. They're being invited to this wedding. I'm gonna be an asshole on this one. I don't think that she is. This is their thing, not your thing. Remember that one person that decided Mickey Mouse would show up at the reception instead of feeding their guests? I forgot about that. What the fuck? Am I wrong on this? I feel like that the kid's parents should have, like, not bought that dress when they knew for a while that that was the way it was. You don't get to make the rules as a guest. Like, you get to be invited as a guest, and if you don't want to play by the rules, you don't get invited. OP is acting a little bit insane because they're getting married, and that does shit to you. Maybe the kid really wanted that dress and they couldn't say no. Well, maybe they should be fucking adults. The child is spoilt and stroppy. Okay. Am I the asshole for refusing to change shirts to appease the bar's dress code? Late night, I was 26, in line for a bar in my city. The line was pretty long with my friends. We're standing out there for at least 10 minutes. My boyfriend, 27, was also inside the bar already with his coworkers, and I was supposed to meet that night. When I was almost at the bouncer checking IDs, another bouncer came around in line and informed me that we won't be able to get in because I was wearing a tank top. It's summer and it's very hot here, so it's typical attire for men. Several dudes in line behind me are also told the same. I said, really, dude? Why? And was told it was just the rule. My female friends in crop tops were apparently no issue. Titties, though. I went across the street to a different bar, which was less crowded, cheaper drinks, quieter music, so we could actually have a conversation. Texted my boyfriend, told him what they said at the bar because I couldn't get let into the original one. And he said, I think I have a shirt in my car. I said, I'm sorry, I don't want to give my money to the first bar if they don't like how I... I mean, I'm kind of with him, but like, everyone's fucking stubborn today. There's at least 10 bars within. I said it's okay, just come across the street. It's quieter here, and we can actually talk. He refused. Instead, he and his coworkers ended up going to a different bar where I also couldn't get in due to a dress code. What kind of fucking tank top are you wearing? Slut man whore, ready to suck cocks. And yours looks unsucked. Like, what are you wearing that's like so offensive that you're not a ghetto tank top? Sure. Like, what is wrong with your tank top that's so, like, not available to... Like, what bars are you going to? What the fuck is this? There's at least 10 bars within 2-minute walk, so, There were several other options, including the one our friends were already waiting at already. I refused to change shirts and ditch our friends who didn't want to go to the new bar, and they agreed that it would be that difficult. And that wasn't being difficult for not wanting to change shirts. They also are on my boyfriend's friends first, so and foremost, so I would have expected them to take my side. I wouldn't have expected them to take my side. Long story short, my boyfriend and I argued and didn't spend the night together, and I didn't meet his coworkers. I was told I was being stubborn. I agree, but there are some things I stick to because of principles. That's why everyone's stubborn, man. Everyone's stubborn because of principles. Am I an asshole for not changing? I did it because I think it was missed. About an hour later, they left the first bar, went to another bar. Instead of coming across the street where I was waiting, they went to yet another bar with a dress code just a few blocks away. I want to know what this fucking tank top, like, what was wrong with this tank top? Florida Man 666. What the fuck? Hold on. This is like his main. I want to do the same. Hit me with the dress code violation when you're similarly clad someone of the opposite sex is in. Nope. Wouldn't go back there on principle. Nobody knew of the dress code. Might be new. It wasn't posted online. You might want to... Wait, hold up. You might want to call the bar and ask if they're... Okay. I'm getting major twink energy here. I mean, if the shirt fits. Not the asshole because you owned it. Not gonna lie, best comment of the day. There are twinks here. Is Twink Master here? Because, yes, apparently. Yeah, it's kind of weird that your boyfriend left you. Your boyfriend wasn't alone. He was with a group. I don't know how many other people. Because this is someone who says that they're an asshole. I don't think that they're the asshole here. Like, yeah, they won't let me in. Like, just change bar. Why are you in the bars corner on this? Like, the bar can't be that good. Bars suck, dude. Just... oh, need to wake the fuck up. This guy's boyfriend is being homophobic to him. That was a joke. I think we might want to switch games or something here soon, because I need to wake the fuck up. I've got like no energy going on. What? Can I just say I have no idea why do not interact lists exist? Like, here's things that piss me off. If you enjoy any of these things, just know that it'll piss me off if you're this. Inject coffee? Like, I'm drinking coffee, it just happens to be cold. These people need your judgment. Just everyone sucks today. Do not, well, it's less that they're red flags, but more just like, here's exactly how to piss me off. Or like triggerless, like, here's things that like, if you do them, I'll have a complete meltdown and have a shit day. You know? Do you know how much expensive absinthe glasses are? Absinthe is fucking expensive. Yeah, I mean, like, imagine you're a Nazi and someone goes, if you're a Nazi, don't interact with me. And it's like, Nazis are well known for respecting people's boundaries. Like, transphobes don't interact. It's like, yes, the thing that transphobic people do. Mind their own goddamn business. Would you eat a bee for $500? Yeah, the brakes are a little bit expensive to get fixed. So yeah, I think I would eat a bee at this point. Although I don't feel like the bee has done anything worth being eaten over. So maybe not. Maybe I just hold it hostage. Pay me $500, I'll eat this bee. What if the bee is not? If the bee is a Nazi, I'll eat it. All right. What else do I have going on? Do bees taste like honey? They taste like violence. I'm gonna go get some more coffee. I'm gonna switch you over to the Rev music, the James Womack's Longman, and that way, when I'm gone for a second, we won't get copyright claims. And then I'm gonna figure out something else to do. I don't know. What are you guys thinking? What do we have going right now? Ultra kill, but like, we just did that. Cruelty Squad we beat. Wobble Dogs is not like hype enough. GeoGuessr? I need something kind of hype to wake the fuck up. So I mean, that kind of does fit the ultra kill. I said I was going to do Valhalla today. All right. Give me a minute to like get some caffeine in me. That might work. Space Funeral? Space Funeral? Maybe not. I don't know. 1 minute, BRB? Wake the fuck up! Wake the fuck up! All right, I'm back. I am trying to wake the fuck up. What can we play? We got Ultra Kill. We got Valhalla. We got Card Shark. Pull? Sure. Sounds good. Game. Ultra Kill. Val. I'm a little tempted to not do Valhalla right now because I don't want to blow my voice out. But it should be fine. Card Shark, because we are doing that. Valorant, I guess. I'm just trying to think of things to fill out the list. And then GeoGuessr. Chat guesser? Vote! I haven't done much work on the next, I just haven't had time. I think I'm hungover today. Low key. I had some rank vibes last night, so I was like, you know what? Nope! I'm gonna self-medicate the shit out of this situation. Let's see. What am I sipping? Coffee. Twice reheated. Why is GeoGuessr so popular? It's game. All right. Let's do some GeoGuessr then. Give me a minute and I'll get the thing set up. GeoGuessr. GeoGuessr. Copy, paste. GeoGuessr is cozy. You need to get that playlist up again. It's fun chat interaction. All right, let me know when you hear this, and that way I can tweet out a new thing. Oh God. Texas is trending. Why? Why? What did you do now? They're just debating now. Okay. It's Just everyone hates Greg Abbott. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Whatever. No one got shot randomly. All right. Let me know when you hear this. All right, restarting stream.